Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Himanshu Parihar, ready with one more interview, and this time something out of the box. One more interview experience, but not from a B school, but from an officially known to be B Tech school. Yes, you are right. It is about IIT. IIT Roorkee is in the list now, and we have another experience of a student who has just given an interview for management program in IIT Roorkee. Please welcome. Welcome back. So quite a lot of interviews now. How many total interviews have you faced overall in this series of MBA interviews?
So this is my sixth interview.
Sixth interview, very good. So can you name the different experiences of the colleges that you have already faced till now?
So basically, in every interview, the most common and most similar question I have faced that they are asking on your work experience background as well as on your graduation background. Or basically, some of the college also asked that why we have to choose that college.
So you can see the series of questions that he has already faced in most of the interviews. And in this sixth interview, it was about something which we don't know much about. Please tell us, the viewers who are innocent viewers of us, does IIT also offer such kind of MBA programs? And if there is, why don't we get them to know very officially about it? Why is it such a secret?
So basically, the common public knows that IIT is based only for the BTech program or BE program. So means that the common public thinks that they only do the engineering degree, but the every IIT have a separate department of management. Means they offer also PGDM program as well as MBA program.
That's a good thing. Now you are getting the accreditation of a government university and government college as well. Apart from IIMs, you can go for IITs if not taken to directly a B school of a sufficient background. Well, let's talk about the questions. Was it a GDPI wet round or just an interview round? Please let us know.
So basically, in by the filling the form, we have found that the interview will be held offline. But after the shortlisting, we came to know that interview will be held online. So there is no GDPI process, GDVAT process in that interview. On that only a PI process, and they are given our PI dates and time slot to us. And after it's before a day before the interview, they had made a WhatsApp group for the further communication for the next schedule or next upcoming things. So they made and they had sent a link on that WhatsApp group as well as on our mail. And after they had discussed the schedule or schedule of an interview in WhatsApp group. After there's something 20 to 25 candidates in my panel. So each interview, my number was on eighth number, and each interview is going for the 5 to 7 minutes approx. So after waiting for a 1.5 hour, my interview has been come. And firstly, they asked me about the questions that tell us something about yourself.
I have something very silly thing to ask, but can be of your use. Students, were there only 20 to 25 candidates in that group, or were there all the candidates of those days?
No, only 20 to 25 days. There's a many panels and
Panel-wise,
yes.
panel-wise WhatsApp groups are there. Very good. So please let us know the students who are now giving the interviews kind of from IITs. Please let them get informed. What was the first question they asked, and how many panelists were there?
So basically, there is only one panelist in my panel, and he was something chill, and he was in a good mood. And the first question asked by him is that tell us something about yourself. So I have introduced myself, and he has praises me that you have a good introduction. And afterwards, he asked me about my hobby, that I love to read business articles. So he asked me about the latest business news. So I have told about him the latest business news that about the Silicon Valley Bank that shut down in the America. And afterwards, he asked me about the reason of the shutdown and why the investors of the investor of that bank are withdrawing their money from that bank, etc. All the news about the all the things about that news.
So point pointing towards some of the very crucial questions students. He was impressed with his introduction. I hope you talked about your introduction at length, or was just it in a brief?
It was in brief, as well as my graduation, as well as my work experience, and my hobby, my interest.
It was
All-
in length
yeah.
actually, and that's what you need to include in all of your introductions to get them appreciated from the first impression itself. The second question he was asked about was a business news, and that's quite crucial because today's news, the roundabouts, the floating things in the air are always a good question to ask. So whenever you are going for a round of interview, please make sure कि आपने उस दिन का newspaper, at least the breaking headlines must be in your news, and if possible go for business news because you are going for a business degree. Never mind that. Always mind that. Next question, can we have a look at that? What was the next one?
So after the business news, they asked me that what's of hobby in a sports category. So I tell them I like to play badminton in my leisure time. So they make the question on that sports. What is the size of that court, and what is the famous player of the badminton, and who is the ranking first or in the world for that sports.
So sports was the next question about hobbies, and he has given the hobby of badminton, and that's how cool students we can be asked about some questions which we never used to express about at all in our previous lives. So this is what proving that we are humans, we are no more robots who they are interviewing. We should be talking about in a full humanity, full of natural experience from us. Okay, yes sir, out of the busy schedule I also take out free time to do this as well. So take out your hobbies, name them properly, and display them as fast as possible. Please tell us what was the wrapping up question if possible, or were there any other questions that we are missing?
No, there is not other question from that side. And after this question, they had said they had wished me a good luck and all the best for the future.
So they also asked you something like court size, etc., as we discussed.
Yeah, they only asked the court size as well as the famous player of the badminton. That I already.
Were you prepared?
Yes, I was prepared because I love to play badminton, and what I am playing or what I am doing, I have a full knowledge of it, and should be to all of us.
It's a very generic question. Whenever you're preparing for any kind of interview, if you are good at table tennis, go for some extra knowledge of it as well. जैसे ping pong ball कहते हैं इसको चाइना के अंदर. What is the size of that table, and something like a related sports person, at least India level में famous कौन है table tennis में, and who is famous in the international level. Some these kind of questions can be easily branched out of the first question. So he was well prepared for it, and that's a good thing that we are feeling with. When students prepare for such kind of interviews, there are many students who are good at communication, so directly they can be selected. But while preparing him for the interviews, I have realized that even your core knowledge, your background, your work experience can count to be the better option, better asset for you rather than just communication. So he and many other interviewees from our institute have proved and getting selected back to back. Hope he will also be getting selected in one of his dream colleges. And after 6 interviews, let's see which way he is going to take. That's it from our side. We wish you all the best, students. Take care, stay tuned. We'll be back. Thank you.